financial practitioners gathered to discuss ways of ensuring that the interests of clients are put above the investment goals of professionals. South Africa has a sophisticated financial services industry that is constantly undergoing rapid change driven by global development.
The Retail Distribution Review is really looking at what's been happening in financial services and the financial advice space over the last 10, 12 years in terms of when we've had the Financial Advisors and Intermediary Association, and it's the next step in the process. So it's looking at ways that financial advice and financial services are delivered in the retail market, and it's looking at things to make sure that, number one, advice can be sustainable and is a commodity that should be paid for going in the future. But it's also making sure that consumers are getting the best outcomes when they actually engage with financial planners and financial product providers.
Members of the public often find it difficult to choose qualified financial advisors. This could land them in wrong hands and they eventually get bad investment results. The industry is advocating for outcomes that support the fair treatment of customers.
Clients don't think about long-term insurance as a necessity for themselves. So if one looks at how the industry has grown, yes, in many ways insurance has been sold. But the point of the matter is that what the Retail Distribution Review now talks about is to say, in the selling process, we've got to educate and inform and be more transparent about what it is we're actually selling the client.
The financial advisory services industry is grappling with restoring its reputation and trust.
In the past, it has been that certain providers were not that forthcoming with information with regards to how products are priced in terms of the fees you are paying, the commissions the advisors are getting, etc. And this obviously is unfair to the customer because any customer who buys something needs to know what they are paying for and who's getting paid for what. So RDR will just bring that greater transparency that when you take a life policy, you know how much the advisor is getting. And for getting that amount, what he has to do to earn that money.
The challenge for the industry is monitoring and evaluating compliance with legislation. It remains to be seen how the Retail Distribution Review will have an impact on the industry and see change in which transparency is upheld. Colin Limau, SABC News, Johannesburg.